our enemies are now able to take damage and even die, and that's great, but we want them to fight back, because beating up dummies isn't very fun. So what we want to do is, in our scene view here, we want to go to the window panel. At the very top left, you'll see this window panel. You're going to click that, and it's going to open a drop down. You're going to scroll all the way down to AI, and when you highlight that, it'll come up with a navigation option here. So you click that. On the right side, you'll see this navigation thing pop up. If you're on Inspector, just click to the tab. And again, if for some reason this doesn't appear, just go back and select this navigation window. From there, what we want to do in our hierarchy here is select our terrain. This is important because the nav mesh that we are about to bake needs to know which object the enemies can walk on. Excuse me. So what we want to do with this terrain selected is make sure that we have navigation static here checked, is properly checked. We don't want it to be empty, because then it won't recognize our terrain as walkable for our AI. So we make sure that is checked, and then we go to the bake button here and go down and click bake. And it'll take a second depending on your computer. It could take a little while, or it could go quickly, but you should see that progress bar in the bottom right. And then eventually you should see this blue color kind of overlapping the whole world. And if you see that, that means it's done correctly. And if you want to double check that you have it, in your assets folder here in your project pane, you can go to you go to scenes, not Techability. And you should see a folder titled the TA Scene 1. And if you open it, you'll see an object called NavMesh. If all of that is there, then you are good to go.